video, we're going to take a look at the alterations we can do to a dress pant. Let's start with the waist. On this waist, we're going to take a look at the side first. We have an option to take in through this side seam, which is good, but as we come down here, we notice that we're going to be cutting the pocket a little short. So when a dress pant has a pocket, we want to make sure that as we pin, she is still able to put her hand into that pocket. So I'm going to pin here and take this up through the waist. It works through the waistband and the hip, but now I'm going to hold this and ask her to try to put her hand in her pocket. If that's comfortable for her, then we can do it. If not, we'll need to come out to give her that space to continue using that pocket. Now we can taper as we go down the leg, but this is really important as we can't stop taking in the waist right there. It has to be merged back out. Let's take a look at the other side where we have a side zipper. This zipper can be reset to take the pant in. So we're going to pin it the same so that the customer can feel where the new waist is going to sit, but they have to be able to take off the pant. So we'll move the pins off to the side, keeping in mind that this measurement we're marking, we're going to take equal amounts from either side of the zipper. So we want to be very clear about exactly where we want the new seam to go as we come down the leg. Finally, we'll take a look at the back. We can also take the pant in through a center back seam. However, this pant has a detail that prevents us from doing that. So now that we see that, even though that may be an option on other pants, we're going to take a look at our other options for this particular pant. Now, let's take a look at the pant legs. We're going to take a look at the inseam here, and again, ask the customer for their preference on how much they'd like to take it in, and just start pinning to see what a different width would look like. Great. And we're going to come starting at the bottom, up toward the knee, and as we get further up, we're going to merge back out towards that seam. If the customer wants the thigh all the way up through the crotch taken in and it's quite a big pant, we will finish pinning from this point up after the customer has taken off the garment. Now, if there's a lot of material, we can also come to the outseam and pin equal amounts, but I would prefer to start with the inseam and only take from the outseam if we have a lot that we need to take out. Finally, let's take a look at the hem. With a dress pant, we often have a fair amount of hem allowance, so we do actually have the option to either shorten or lengthen the hem. To shorten, we're just going to flip up the amount that the customer prefers, moving it between our fingers, rolling up and down to show them different lengths in the mirror. We're going to stand or sit beside them so that they can see what we're doing in the mirror in front of them. So if we're shortening and we reach the length that we'd like, we're just going to throw a pin in the back above the heel. Then we'll make sure to even up the amount removed when we are doing the alteration. To lengthen, we'll take a look at what allowance we have in the hem already. Here, it looks like we have about an inch. That's what we can give the customer. It's up to them how much they'd like to have it lengthened, and at that point, we'll just estimate and write a note in the ticket of how much we will be lengthening the dress pant.